Yo, hello guys. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm gonna tell about my experience on about my debate competition around like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so that was a really amazing experience that I have ever had in my entire life. Yeah, so I'm gonna tell about it from how it start and how it's gonna end. And so from the start, I was in Bangkok City, and I want to start from to go to the Jambi City to the Abadi Suit Hotel at around 9:30 or 8:30 p.m. So I will start at our school, senior high school 6 Marangin, and then we have to go to the Abadi Suit Hotel like around 3 a.m. That's a quite long journey though, because because this is a long night. Yeah, just like about it. And then we are just really tight because the selection. Well, this is a plot twist about it. So we just know about the debate competition selection before the competition on the province level. So it's like you've been told suddenly like that. That's kind of awkward, and then it's too sudden to us because we have to go to selection on the regency level, and then the nights after the selection we have to go to the Jambi at that night, at that day, at the same time. And then you start to get tired, and then you just only have a sleep like around 2 hours. So for the next morning you have to go to compete with the other regencies. Like, come on, man. This is not my and also this is not my first experience about my debate competition, because I already had my first debate competition like at University of Morabungo. So the people there make the debate competition with the around societies like on the Merangin Regency, like Soralangun Regency, and then they held a debate competition there, and I was joined at the debate competition, and then that was really one of the toughest decision that I have to choose, because this is one of my opportunity to get my increasing of my how do I speak, and how do I think, how do I criticize of my mindset, and then everything else. And then for the first time of experience of my debate, I only use a script. Yeah, I just write of my arguments, all of the arguments on top of the script, on top of the paper. I just write and everything that you have to know. I didn't really have none experience of the debates competition. So for like this province level, like the second time that I get to participate in the debates competition, and the competitors was already tough enough, like the Jambi City itself, and then the the Morabungo Regency is also one of the toughest opponents that I ever faced in a province level itself, because at the first time I got a experience of my debates competition, that the Bunga Regency, or maybe I'll say the host of the debates competition, win the competition before, and then we met them again at the second time of their competition too. So it's really been have many pressure that we've been through. Like one of my teammates, like Melissa and Heikel, also got worried or maybe a little bit panic, because because we just ended up with the second place on the first competition, and now on the second competition we have to face them again, and then we have to take the place and yeah, that's really tough. And fortunately it's been really well. And in fact, the first opponent that we have to face up is the Muarajambi Regency, and then the schools that being represented in it is Man Iche, what do they call it? The Islamic Senior High School of Cendekia. This is the one of the popular Islamic schools that here in Jambi province. I said again, this is the one of the best Islamic schools on Jambi province. So it's a little bit difficult to us to compete with the more Jambi regencies, but fortunately, our regency won against the Muarajambi Regency. That's really cool one. And then the second competition that we have to face the college students that from the Jambi University, and then we had a plot twist that we just once ahead of the college students. That's really crazy, because we just won just because we have many points that we could explain of one of our arguments on that motion. And then the third competition, this is where we got lose one of our competition. It's facing the Bungo Regency. That's what I told you guys before, because the Bungo Regency is one of the strongest team that we have at the debates competition, because I also have a friends at Bungo and was also one of my strongest opponents that I have faced to that competition. And I also got the Instagram account, and then I started contact with him, and then we start to know each other from the first experience of the debate, because he also had a first experience of the debate competition. So this is same like me. And then we start debates like that we usually do, and then yeah, they won the first round against us on the Merangin Regency. So we just lose like once. And then the fourth competition, we have to face a Batanghari Regency, but that's quite an easy one. But I don't want to get an arrogance of my character, but there's some funny things that I've been faced, because there's one of the opponents from the Batanghari Regency. He has a really cute accent. Can you believe it? He has he's talk like the women from the America. Like, for example, like do you know how the women's talk at the American looks like? And that was one of the funniest thing that I ever seen in my life. And then also my teammates also laughing at him. I repeat it again. My teammates laughing at him at the debates competition which we held live. And then I told to these two of my teammates that you have to keep it down, and then you have to show good manners. But I'm really confused why I don't know why, but that's a really good thing that I have seen in my entire life, and I think that was one of my funniest thing that I've ever seen on a serious debates competition, especially when we just got depressed by the condition that we have on our physics and mentally. And then yeah, at the end of the preliminary, fortunately we got second place. So this is not the final results of the debates competition, but it's just only the rounds that for the selection to the semi-final. And then at the same time they selected the best speaker for the selection to the national, and I'm one of them. And fortunately and luckily, I'm one of the best speaker itself. So there's 6 best speakers that gonna select it again to go to the national. That's from Merangin, it's me itself, and then there's one from the Sungai Penuh City, and that's I don't have to tell their names because that's ethic privacy. And then the third one was from the Saralangun Regency, but basically she, yeah, I will talk about about their gender, but she was basically Chinese, and I have to face a four person, and both of them was a Chinese. Can you believe it? And there have a Chinese physics like a physically. I don't want to be a racist or something, but how did they perform and how they think and how did they criticize of other arguments was really different about my arguments that I have seen this far. Because, for example, like the first place of the election for the selection of the national itself, like the first place, like this. Well, this is me at the sixth place, and then the Jambi City was like at this point. So there's a there are so many gaps that we have to been seen here because they have a lot of experience. And fun fact that they got to the best 16 best speakers on the entire national participation in Indonesia. So this is that because yeah, I'm really glad that I joined that competition because I met a really awesome people that have to join the debate competition. And then yeah, it was a really good time though. And then yeah, same as the semi-final, we got moved forward to the final round, and then the opponent of the final round is the Jambi City itself. Wow, that was a really hard opponent that I have to face up with my two of my teammates. And then the Bunga Regency warned us that, and then give us the tips, and that the Jambi City of participation didn't know how the limitation of their arguments on the certain opponents, because the Bunga Regency have once facing of the Jambi City. So that's a give us a hope and give us a motivation, not a motivation, about more like confidence to us to give us a like the mindset itself, so we can think more clearly. And yeah, we faced the Jambi City, and then the score, not gonna tell the score because that was also the privacy, and then there's a regulation of that. So I was just gonna tell you but how close of the Jambi City and Merangin Regency score was. It's around this, yeah, it's about just a little bit of difference of the score, like around, like for example, like you have a 900 points and you got a 898 just like that, just a little bit of the gap right there. And yeah, that's I look like pretty glad that we can stabilize, and then we can balance the performance of the opponents itself, so they didn't looking like didn't look like what do they call it, didn't look us like a weak opponents, just like that. And so you know, I had making new friends at the debates competition itself, because these people was really cool. Well, they're really like easygoing, like everything else do. And I got many followed Instagram account from the participants itself. Like wow, that's pretty incredible experience of my life. So I hope, so in my conclusion, that on many situation that being through, like the how hard the situation and condition that you being faced, You just need to have to conclude what is the good manners that you been get by the hard condition that you've been through of what it is. Yeah, so that's my conclusion, and that's a really good story for me, and then of my the other teammates, and then for the other opponents. Thanks for being a good opponents. You guys are really awesome. You guys are really awesome people that being there for us to make us a really being a progressive students. Yeah, like that. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy my video. Make sure to like that video, like that button, yeah, and then and press that subscribe if you want to see another update. So please, bye bye.